One of the mechanics of this venture is a victory point system. So that as we're reaching the final stages of the adventure, it determines some rather important twists and turns in how the battles turn out in the larger picture. And I thought it could be fun to just visit where we're up to in the victory points today, so you get an idea of how you've done relative to the path that you're supposed to track. So
we're not going to like this.
We're going to add. No, I think you've done quite well, actually.
I think this whole supposed thing's a little bit like, you should know the answers by now. 37 divided by 6.
Hang on, there are answers? I'm confused.
Yeah, I know.
You can achieve victory with 40 or more victory points. Okay. So who's going to tally them? Are you going to tally them, Derek?
I can tell.
You tally, Derek.
Johnny's the man.
So
you're the counter.
Johnny.
Number
Johnny's
one item. Destroying Skull Gorge Bridge. If the PCs destroy Skull Gorge Bridge at the end of part 1, award them 2 victory points, which you did.
All
so
right.
Did we get Tusk Aid? Yep.
Did we get a bonus one because we killed the dragon that we weren't meant to?
It does matter. The dragon, whether you kill the dragon or not, matters very much in the end. Twist Tusk Aid. If the PC spoke with old Wackle Gnor and convinced the giant to lead his people on a preliminary attack against the Horde, award them 1 victory point. You did that as well.
Woo. You got that one.
Excellent. Evacuating Drellin's Ferry. If the PCs managed to convince the leaders of Drellin's Ferry to evacuate the town before the Horde reached them, rather than them all being massacred in a horrible thing, award them 3 victory points. So you did that as well. Woohoo!
Yay! We're going well.
Busting a road
let's
blockade.
Stop there, though, Ben.
Yeah,
why don't we just stop there and just say we succeeded? What do you reckon? I'm fine with that.
100%. I'm down with that.
I mean, 6 out of 6 so far, so surely we'd be at 4.
Yeah, I think that's a good number.
I'm very happy with that number,
keep
to
going,
be honest.
keep going.
Busting a road blockade. You didn't never come across a road blockade, so you miss out on that 1 victory point. Delivering the gold. If the PC sent the mercenaries' gold off to him, you didn't come across the mercenaries' gold ever. Probably because I didn't lead you in that direction. I'll give you an opportunity. That would have been 4 victory points. Tirikitor Alliance. Gaining the aid of the Tirikitor elves is a major victory for the PC, since it not only bolsters the defender's strength, but it also gives Brindol an effective aerial force. Well, as far as you all know, you've missed out on 5 victory points there. Disrupting the hatchery. If the PCs destroyed all the eggs in the hatchery of Rest Town Hall. I don't think you found them, did you? No one.
We destroyed all the eggs.
Green. Did you see eggs under the water?
Yeah, we did.
did?
We went.
Yeah, we did. We did do eggs.
Whew. 2 victory
delicious.
points. Excellent.
2 victory
What are we up
Yummy.
to now?
Excellent.
What are we up to, Derek?
We're up to 8.
You're going to be a daddy,
Hey.
Johnny. Disrupting the Ghost Horde Alliance. By removing the Ghost Horde's support from the Horde, the PCs score a major victory against the Red Hand, who would hope to rely on the Ghost Lord's fearsome undead to break Brindle's morale. This is worth 5 victory points. So well done.
Worth it.
Making up for all those elves you pissed off.
Yeah, but pissing off one member of our party in the process.
Yeah. Oh, exposing Miha. Although she's only one person, Miha Serani, can do a lot of damage if she's allowed to escape. Now that's the Aranea, the spider woman, which the other party encountered. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nathan and I dealt with that.
2 victory points. Thank you, anonymous off-camera party.
You guys in your side-hearted split side adventure.
Side quest.
Yeah, it was a great side quest, actually.
Right, this is a fascinating one. Audience with the Defense Council. If all the PCs made blah, 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 yes, you all impressed the council, so you get 1 victory point there. If you convince the Defense Council to place the troops behind the city wall and avoid the conflict in open farmland surrounding Brindle, award them 3 victory points. So, yes, very good.
Well done,
I think it was
John,
you,
by
wasn't it?
accident.
Thank John.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it was more reverse
Only
psychology.
using irony and
One at a time.
and,
One
and
at a time,
heavy.
please.
John, you go.
No one.
Oh, it's so sad. Yes, John did that. So 3 victory points there. If the PCs brought up the subject of how to defend Brindle in the events the town wall is breached, I think you did talk about that. Would you say you talked about that?
Say again?
Yeah,
What
we
is
talked
it?
about where to keep the clerics.
Yeah.
We talked about that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did Did you keep the clerics in the cathedral or spread out?
No. Spread out.
I think
No,
it was a combination of both.
Yeah, it was kind of half and half, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Okay,
we
we'll
said-
give you one.
Well, we said spread out, but they had to retreat back to the cathedral if, like, that was the kind of rally point if the town was
Right,
breached.
in the event of a thing. Okay, that's cool. So I'm going to give you one of the 2 victory points for that and one for discussing what to do if the walls are breached. Excellent. And do the PCs have a telepathic bond? You do, don't you? So you can be communicated with.
From
Someone did
Yes,
that?
that-
Yes. So that's one
Corin can be
victory
communicated
point.
with.
And the final 2 victory points that are available today, disrupting the Hill Giant battery. If the PCs prevented the Hill Giants from breaching the city wall near the south gate, they force the Horde to mount its invasion from only 1 point, because there is another point they're attacking which you don't know about. So that's 2 victory points! What does it add up
We're
to?
at 54. We're at 54, I think, if my calculation is correct.
Get your feet up and relax.
You're off by a little bit, John. We're at 24 victory points.
Yeah,
No.
like the heroes.
Oh, yeah, I didn't carry the
40, you
6.
say?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
great.
right.
I'm dyscalculic, so therefore, 42. Fantastic. Well done, us. We win. Woo.
So when do we need to get to 40? Now?
Tonight.
No.
A while ago.
The next event is worth 14 victory points. No. There's more work to be done, clearly.
It's like one of those
Okay.
games where it's just like the last point is worth. And for how many do you need? 14? Okay, for the 15 extra points.
That's right. Catch this little flying golden thing with your mouth or whatever and just steal the whole game, regardless of any
snitch rules. Yeah.
previously. That's right.
Yeah.
There had to be
I
a
call
Harry
on the
Potter
gold-
reference.
I call
Well
on
done, Ben.
I call on the giant
It's early and
eagle
it's hard.
I call on the giant out to destroy the enemy and save us the whole trip to Mount Doom. All done.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
Damn
easy.
shame
Well, that's
you don't
done.
know anyone with giant owls. And
Or do we?
Oh, ouch.
Or
do you?
do we?
Ow.
do you?
Sure.
Oh, nice.
Sorry,
Nice
that was
one.
really bad.
Manu, that was on the menu. That was.
I'm an owl
So-
rider. I can say it. It's one of my words.
That's right. So you're fleed back to the wall as the Horde approaches in frustration, raining the ground with arrows behind you, nipping at your heels with flaming spear. But you do reach the safety of the wall, and they rush you in one of those little tiny, insane doors, and then portcullises drop down and things like that. And you're within the walls.
Can we
You
take
can
a
catch
rest?
your breath for a moment. Yes, you can catch your breath for a
Yeah.
moment. You can have a short rest, and you can
I
recover
tracked
some
down
kit dice in stamina. Yep.
I'm going to track down one
Alright.
of those clerics and ask, I need a potion of growth.
A potion.
Potion of
Nathanael
growth.
has told me. Where can I find a potion of growth so it can be a tool for good?
In the red light
As in-
district, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
Where is the red light district?
You'll find it.
Is this are you looking for a healing potion or an enlargement
No,
potion?
potion of growth.
Potion of growth. Was that discussed at some point?
No.
No, that's
It's
why
a
I'm bringing
new-
it down
new
when I
plan.
talk to one of the clerics.
Yeah. So, well, what do you think, everyone? Do you reckon we should give him an enlarged person potion? That sounds like it's fun.
No.
I think-
Yes. I think it's a great
John was going
idea.
in a different. John was going in a different direction when he was talking about the red light.
He
district,
was.
but this is a
Enlarged.
two-match show, so
I got a
therefore-
bit confused. I did. I've been hitting the head a few too many times.
If it lasts for more than 4 hours, see a doctor.
Maybe I've
Yeah.
been prescribing a few elves a few things in the forest.
All right. I'm going to roll a die, and if it's yes or no, if it's yes, they have the potion.
Do you mean you're
No.
rolling yes or no on the birthday? Of a-
Yeah, I'm not even. I
Oh
don't
my
even get
gosh,
birthday
you're saying
inspiration.
no on his birthday.
So yeah, wow.
The cleric, she looks at you blankly and says, "I'm so sorry, I cannot serve you how you need. Do you need healing? We can cast healing spells on you. Does anyone need any
No,
healing?"
I am a paladin of the thunder.
Me.
Excellent.
I could do with some healing.
yeah.
I can
I
give
yeah.
you all three of you cleric gathers around each of you, and they cast Cure. The 2d8. What one's that? 2d8 plus 3 or something? I know the D&D rules really well. So if you can, each of you roll 2d8 plus 3. You can take.
Certainly try.
Oh, that's a good roll.
Ooh,
I
that's
feel
really nice.
invigorated.
And enlarge? No, that's later.
We could find a mage to cast enlarge on Maya Stand. There be a magic
Not
user.
for me. Not for me. For Timotheus. He is good.
Or it's possible that we could lean on our own party, Fagrin.
Hey,
You have enlarged person, enlarged member.
I
Can I
don't
just
have
say-
a large person.
as a magic user, it feels like anytime there's anything wrong, they're just like, "Hey, buddy, you got this," and it's just like if you don't, it's your fault in the end. But if you do, everybody just expects it. Like,
I haven't got like every spell in the whole game in my spell book.
Boo. Kind of
you know what we need? You know what you
We
need,
trading
Johnny? Enlarged spell book. That's what you need. Like,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well, that's his eyesight stated, so he does need a large print version.
So those healing spells will heal wounds, hit point damage to your hit points, and you can obviously also spend hit dice to get back stamina that you may have lost.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I remember that system.
Ben,
Yes.
is there a vantage point, preferably with some kind of telescopic device that we can view the battlefield from and perhaps see who is leading the battle, who is running it?
ooh, who's the big bad? We should look at see who's the bad is.
So you can climb up the wall. Climb up to the top of the wall. Yep.
Yep.
Johnny?
I mean, I have a raven that can do that.
I need to be able to see them for 1 minute.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you need to be able to see.
Correct.
Yeah, no. I don't think you can see through my familiar.
I need to see and observe them for 1 minute.
That's a bit
What can you do
stalkish.
to them then?
Like, I don't want to make it. You know, I need to sit down and watch this person for a minute.
Okay, what if I cast levitate on you for 10 minutes?
That may not help. I can't. It just goes up
Can you
and
move
down,
horizontally?
right?
I can send you up 20 feet in the air.
That'll put you on the steeple, so then you can look around to everywhere.
No,
Do-
but I
do
can
they-
start on the steeple and go 20 feet up.
Ooh,
Uh-huh.
that's called dragon food.
Oh no, each turn I can move you... Oh no, wait, hang on. Yeah, each turn I can send you up another 20 feet. I can send you up to 60 feet.
I'll be a little bit conspicuous, though, I think.
You can just float
They
50
see
feet above the city.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
think
wrong?
cloud
I could
thoughts.
send up your most trusted companion, Timotheus, to protect you.
Oh.
What time is
You
it?
just
Ben?
ride Timotheus.
Maybe
What
he's
time is it?
forgotten
Oh,
that you
wow.
tried to hang him.
This is your
Look, that's
character arc.
Yeah.
Me and Timotheus are finally going to bond.
Yeah.
okay. Maybe.
Or he might
Yeah,
just
Ben,
throw
what
you
time
off
is it?
from 100 feet up.
The Horde has waited till the kind of the early hours of evening where the light is finally starting to dim before approaching the wall. So it's, getting dark.
So really, if you're going to levitate in the dark, I fail to see the problem.
That he won't be able to see because he has no dark vision.
Yeah, but like, if he wants to go up in the air, like, it's not a problem how high he goes. No one's going to see him anyway. So,
I have
Let him do
I
it.
have a like a binocular, like a thinger so you can see far.
Telescope.
Yeah, I got a
That's
little
all I
telescope.
need.
Yeah,
That's
I'll
what
give
I
it to
asked
you.
at the beginning of all of this.
What?
Well, why didn't you just say that? Why do you have to go through the whole You're talking about
you really have
levitating, you're flying in the air. This is
Okay.
why
Oh my
the
God.
party is having problems, all right?
I used
I'll
the
give you the telescope.
and I
Yep.
I use the telescope and I look at the enemy force, trying to find out the person who is in charge.
Okay, so you guys
And then
clamber up to the top of the wall. All of you together?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. You look up to the west, where you've just repelled the giants. You see a massive force of thousands upon thousands of hobgoblins and orcs and manticores flying above them. The green
in like
tinge.
one area. Are the manticores like as a core?
No.
Okay.
A manticore core.
Mm-hmm.
There's
What is the
little
group of
group
manticores?
of them, I suppose. That's right. A manta hang.
Manticore.
You also see the
Yeah.
green tinges of what you probably, with the telescope's benefit, though it's a little bit shaky, those razor fiends that you fought on the island and the eggs of which you destroyed.
Yes. Yep.
So they're pissed at us.
That's
They
right.
were
You don't
nasty.
see a whole horde of ghost lions or anything like that, which is good because you defeated those.
Do we also not see a whole host of elves?
Yeah.
You don't
Look,
see a
no,
whole
we don't
host
bring that one up. That's a bit too close to home.
Cool. Just checking out other things we won't see.
Yeah. You know
Looking
what? It's-
carefully.
No one's laughing. No one's singing.
There was a big owl-shaped hole in the roof. That's our problem. Owl
Looking carefully,
problem.
with your telescopy thing, suddenly your vision is blanked out by hang on. Here we are. By
Top Raiders.
red flames, and you see this coming
Oh, no.
towards you, coming
Did you-
from the west.
Did you really
winning
pull
is
and
black.
dragon? I love it.
And dragon, that's right. I had the opportunity.
Oh, the classic descriptor.
There is a dragon
good.
coming. It's relatively high up. It's a couple of 100 feet up in the air, and it's making its way towards the city. I'm going to push us into initiative order. So if you could all roll initiative, that would be awesome.
I can definitely do
Nat
that
one.
for you. Nat one?
Oh my God.
Stop stealing
Yeah.
my dice.
I get a
Maybe things
5.
have changed, Nathan.
I rolled a
Five
2.
for
I
Karen.
feel
Natural 20.
Oh, we get the opposite end of the spectrum.
21.
What actual result is that, Murray? 21? Menu?
21.
12.
I'm on 4.
4.
14 for me.
14 for Jaw and Fagrin.
Oh, 12.
It's Fagrin. A 12. Awesome. So yes. So it'll go Myastan, Jaw, Menu. Oh, sorry, I'm out of order now. It'll go Myastan, Jaw, Fagrin, Corin, Menu. Does that make any sense in terms of our layout? Myastan,
Not at all.
Jaw, not at all. Let's go with Myastan first, and we'll go from right to
Hang
left.
on,
in the screen.
just so that for the purposes of this, though, the only person that saw it is Corin, right?
That's right. Well, yes, it's only going to take him just a moment to shout out, if you like, Corin.
Yeah.
What do
Well,
you
I'll
do?
keep that information
Holy-
to myself.
sort of
I
detected.
feel like I should maybe.
Love it.
I shout, "Dragon on the horizon!" and I start to walk up. Oh no, I've got an initiative of 1, so I don't do anything.
Yeah. I like it. It's just, you're like, where? Where's the dragon? I swear. I
Your
saw it.
eyes all
I
snap
think
to
you're
the
so
horizon.
busy
We're
telling
approximately
us what's
where-
happening.
That's
I
right.
I
You'll
say
look and see. Yep, Myastan.
I say arise,
Go.
Timotheus. You are a tool for good. And we launch into the air, and I cast Shield of Faith on Timotheus.
Ooh.
Excellent. I love it.
Shield of faith.
Good. Jaw, what do you do?
No, dragon! I shout
Oi!
and
The
pull
red
out my
one.
crossbow and head towards the highest point I can find.
Yep. Okay, excellent. You're pretty much high on the wall at the moment, so yeah, I suppose you're probably fine for vantage points and clarity
A
of view.
Well,
tower.
I'm looking for an angle I can leap off onto this dragon's back.
Ooh, it's like 1,000 feet away to the west and a couple of 100 feet in the air.
But he's a monk.
Well,
They can do
I'm
like
looking for
crazy
angles
things.
for like crazy jumps.
Wait
That's
for
what I'm
it.
looking for.
Wait for it.
So
Wait
if
for
you
it.
think there's a good spot that my character would be at a spot that I wouldn't, that's where I'm headed.
Ooh.
Excellent. Fagrin?
So you say it's 1,000 feet away?
Yes. Just for the moment, though.
Well, yeah.
It's not going to stay 1,000 feet away.
Really
That's,
quickly.
that's right.
They never do.
Alright. I will. Oh, hang on. That could be interesting. No. What
Fagrin.
level should I cast that at?
Thoughtfully.
I like. It's very dangerous when people start going, oh, ooh, especially magic users.
Right, I'm gonna cast False Life,
Oh, nice.
Which-
Nice.
gives me extra temporary hit points, which might be handy.
That would be
Excellent.
very handy.
And I'm gonna cast.
So we
it
ended up
at
going-
second level, I think.
Oh, nice. Nice. Right, then Corin, then Menu.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to attempt to rally the troops. Obviously, is a fear factor, and people will start to lose their nerve. So I'm going to start working my way up the line, up the wall, and encouraging everybody. This is to be expected, and we have things in place ready for such an attack. In other words, I'm going to
Excellent.
lie.
Give me whatever. That's right. Give me what role you think you can justify.
I rolled a 19.
Woo!
So
Yeah.
is this a persuasion?
Yeah, sounds like good. If
24.
you'd like it to be a persuasion. Excellent. Good.
24.
You rally the troops. People's hearts were quailing at the tiny little red dot in the distance, but now they feel brave that it's not going to get any bigger and it'll probably just go away like magic one day. So they're totally fine. Sorry, I definitely should not make political references. Non-political channel. Right. Menu.
No, that's not a
Menu-
real channel. It's channel energy only. I don't know about this non-political
Right.
channel. I don't know what.
That's right. Exactly.
Players
Yeah, we're all
We have no
We're
affiliation
super
with
political.
all
That's what we are.
That's right.
I'm going to. I think I'm going to ready an action if that's okay with you. Yep.
Yep.
I
Feel
feel like I want to prepare myself for the oncoming dragon. I take a deep breath, and I will wait until it approaches. And when it approaches, I will
Okay.
make a decision then.
So it's going to keep coming. It keeps gaining height. Anyone want to do anything when it gets to a certain range or anything?
Yeah,
I'm
within
going
60
to-
feet.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I would like to do something
What do
within
you-
60 feet.
Yep. What are you doing, Marstan?
I am going to cast. Well, I'm going to wait for it to get slightly close, probably 2 rounds away from me before I start these actions, so I don't waste the time on them.
Okay. Yep.
The
Excellent.
first one I'm going to do is I want to cast Magic Weapon on the tail of Timotheus, making all 24 of his tail spikes magic weapons. So.
Pushing the rules
And,
as usual. That sounds totally acceptable for me. I love it.
It's on the tail, and then the tail happens to spit spikes out. So
That's right.
that was my thinking.
Excellent. I love it.
Otherwise, I can cast it on Timotheus himself, because he is a tool for good.
Oh, that's right.
So-
True.
Yeah, Timotheus is now my magic
So you
weapon.
cast that. Excellent.
Yes, and then in the next one, so the dragon is now 1 round away from reaching
Yeah,
us.
it is gaining height and height and height. Looks like it's going to go over your head at about 400 feet in the air.
Right. I'm mounted, so I'm matching his height as we go.
Or
up.
you're going to fly
So-
up towards him?
Yeah,
or-
on Timotheus. Yeah, we're going up together.
I think it's going to
We
have to
look
make
like-
some
we look-
twisting,
we look-
sort
we
of
look-
circling.
Yeah, we look
He's going to have to
just
do
like
circles to get enough height. There's obviously quite a long
Yeah,
delay,
we-
isn't there?
we look like
Sorry.
what's his name? Oh gosh, come on, Lord of the Rings reference. Riding out alone to face the entire.
You look like Dumbledore.
No, I no.
Dobby,
yes, no.
Dobby?
I look like. Well, I could look like Dumbledore on Fairfax. No, wait.
Hermione?
No.
Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah, they are not. They don't work.
Yoda.
I'm like a.
Yoda?
I'm like a lone sand
The
speeder
Doctor.
heading out against the. I'm like Finn. That's me.
Perfect.
Right, here we go.
We found the analogy that works. Finn.
Nailed.
Nailed.
So
Nailed it.
you're going to have to make some effort to gain that much height, mounted heavy as you are on the back of Timotheus. So you're kind of trying to get that height. The dragon is still angling up. Anyone else want to take any action as it goes overhead?
As it went 60 feet past us?
Well, it's about 400 feet up in the air above you. It's going to go right over the top of you.
Is there something we could do and it got close to us?
Yep,
Sorry.
if you're waiting for it. Yep.
Does it get within 300 feet at any point? In its
It
climb?
won't. No.
Okay, cool.
Almost. Oh, I'm going to roll no yes dice because maybe it might just clip that distance as it goes past. Yes.
I'm thinking
Nathan,
if as it goes up,
It's
it'll
banking
kind of.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's trying to stay clear of the wall and of the archers that are on the wall.
Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Plague of... Where is it? Insect Plague on it. So it is... Yeah, it's a really kind of like... It's a bit of a unique one. So Insect Plague is... going to disappear when I move it to the right side of the screen. Insect Plague is a swarming, biting locust fill, a 20-foot square... Like, so it just basically goes through bugs is what happens. This, and the sphere remains for the duration, which won't do anything. But yeah, so it has a con save 14.
To do what?
So
to get bugs in its mouth.
Yeah, it basically does 4d10 damage. It's kind of crazy.
So it's just gonna suddenly. So it's like birds. Kind of, they just appear in a cloud in front of it, and it sort of tries to swerve away and just flies straight through this plague of biting.
Gets them in the eyes. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. It at DC 14 save, is it?
DC's it's a con 17 save.
Con 17 save. It makes a 28. And
Let's
then
say
so what
you take
happens
half
if it doesn't
damage.
fail to save? Yep. Okay. Roll that damage. Wow. So there's just this cloud of black locusts. The dragon roars in frustration, banks away to avoid it,
Oh, jeez.
but flies straight through it. Yeah. And there's insects
Getting-
just pin
getting
onto
its
it.
teeth, though.
Swarm with it. Absolutely.
Like those things
What's the
stick in
damage?
teeth.
Um,
Yeah, they're awful.
So that is 32, half that. So
16.
16, yeah. 16 damage.
Excellent. That's a similar
Bugs in its eyes.
Quick.
Yeah.
Stop the count. That's as good as it's going to get. Excellent. Okay, so it does that. It banks higher, so it peaks up to 400 feet, and then just starts this terrifying dive down towards maybe a couple of hundred feet into the city.
All right. As
You got
it's
it,
doing
Nathan.
that, I'm going
It's
to-
dead.
Yeah. Well done.
Victory!
As it does that,
We're done, guys.
I'm
Let's take a
going
break.
I'm going to channel
Go,
my
Murray.
divinity and create sacred weapon, so that as I charge into combat with Timotheus. And so how I do it?
So it was 400 feet high. It's now banking down, presumably to rain fire down on the citizens and clerics and soldiers alike.
All right. Well,
It's
Timotheus, as it gets in 200 feet range, so it's well away from the city, is going to fire 3 magic tail spikes straight.
So this is back in time. This is back in time before it. So yeah. So Timotheus never managed to get
all of the actions. All of the actions I took were as it came towards us, and therefore to not waste the time. But therefore, as it turns down and comes within 200 feet, that's when we attack because it's got a 200-foot range.
Cool. So Timotheus turns around its tail, is chasing it into the city now, and if basically it's coming down. So sorry, right here's the wall. It was flying towards. It banks up, flies through the field of locusts and biting insects.
Flying up
Gets to the
after
peak.
it.
That's
Okay,
right.
so at some
you,
point where I have
flying
flown
up to it,
to
you
treat
turn
it,
and you chase it. Yeah.
it's got
You'll come
within
within
200 feet of me. When that happens,
Awesome.
that's when I attack it. Yeah.
Fantastic.
So-
I love it. Go to Matthews.
Okay, no, I think that's 3 misses. That's a 3, an 11, and a 7. What brilliant
Yeah, they're all
roll!
missing.
Right, that's all the
Wow.
bad rolls out of the way, and we're chasing.
Wow, they all go wide.
Yep.
Fantastic. So you're chasing it into the city. So it proceeds to breathe just enormous blooms of flames out across the buildings of the city. It's clearly its aim is to light as much of the city up as it possibly can. How can you get towards it? How can you attract its attention? How can you get it to engage with you instead of the city? You're on the wall now. Murray's on the back of a manticore, obviously. He's not going to be able to face this by himself. Maya Stan, what's the plans?
Use a tool for good.
My stand
So
is,
how far
is
from
amazing.
us is it now? Like, what kind of range are we talking if we want to hit it with something?
So like 400 feet or so. It's just starting to make circles up. It kind of flies right up, spirals up in the air as it recharges its breath weapon, and then does a sort of a beautiful backwards flank, gains some speed, does a strafing run across the city again. It's kind of just concentrating on this bit of the town. People are starting to run everywhere and scream and vacate the area. The men on the wall. The range of a longbow is pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's
If they're within 200 feet,
Mm.
yeah, within 200
Yeah, they're
feet, I
not-
think 600 feet is long range.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's some men not really knowing whether to shoot it. Obviously, they will be shooting into the city and into people, so they're not really sure what to do. A few of them let loose some arrows as it's up in the air, thinking maybe the arrow would be, if it misses or bounces off. A lot of the arrows are pretty much just bouncing off the hide of this thing. They're not magical. They're not fast enough. They're not strong enough. They're not accurate enough.
Ooh.
Ben,
what
can
needs
I cast a cantrip? I would like to cast it where cantrips can create light, can't they?
Yeah.
Just small
yeah.
amounts of light.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I would
definitely.
like to create a small illusion of against the wall where we are, near the gate. Are we near a gate?
Yeah, yeah.
I'd
Yep,
like
there
to
would have been
create a
gate near you,
cantrip.
yeah.
Yeah, of the bright shining jewel and gold shining out in the darkness to catch the glint of a dragon's eye. So that but I want it to be that kind of like light shining in the darkness to kind of woo a dragon closer to where we are.
Nice. So on one of its rising retreats to recharge, it does twist around and it does catch the eye of this red beast. It's relaxed. It's happy. It's not enraged. It does sort of just float down and drift almost anti-gravity on its huge, enormous red wings, and just drift a little bit towards the gate, coming much closer into range of you guys. Let's say, it touches 200 feet to come and check out this light before it intends to turn away and run another strafing line.
Ben, did you just call flying, falling anti-gravity, like using like an anti-gravity falling is what you call a flying creature?
Well, there's this moment where it's at the, it lofts its
so it
wings,
hits
and then
the
for a moment
peak.
it just seems to be hanging. Yeah, it just seems to be hanging in the air. It does weigh a few tons, this animal, but it seems weightless and beautiful and graceful just for a moment. What do you do now? Let's say it's at 200 feet. It's above the buildings.
Is it our go? Are we in initiative order? Or?
Well, let's go. Yeah, we could go into initiative. I
Well,
was
I had
thinking,
mine.
I was thinking planning. I was thinking planning narrative to try and get it to come over to you first.
I would love to try and find. Do we have a ballista, or is there any siege weaponry on any of the towers?
It wasn't. No, there wasn't really any time to sort of build that sort of stuff. The short warning that Brindol had.
Okay. I'm out. I don't think I can help.
I'd like to create a minor illusion. I'd like to create the deafening sound of a dragon's roar from our position.
Nice. Okay, good. You can do that. So near the goal, near the Horde, the treasure Horde.
Yeah. To team up with Jaws again.
I love it. So as if maybe there's another dragon interested in sort of acquiring this gold. That sounds cool. So the
A young
boom
male.
of a dragon's roar. Yeah, a young male.
Yeah.
Dragon sort of booms out near this horde. That really makes this dragon pulls up with a slight bank and stall for a moment. And it's looking round, trying to sort of assess the situation.
I'll hurriedly try and look like I'm shutting the door. As if I'm trying to hide everything before the dragon gets there.
I love it. Okay, we can get rid of that. We can get rid of this.
Ooh.
Come on, go! Go! Oh, where's my... No, not that map either. Oh, I'm so confident. And not that map either. Where's the town map that I had? Oh my gosh! Here it is. I can see it now.
Are we good?
There it is.
There we
Yeah.
are. Yeah.
There we go. Hey, all right.
I love the bit that says click to add title in the corner.
Oh,
I'll fix that
okay,
up.
I can bring the map up. There you go, up above that. There
And
you
I'll
go.
shout out in Draconic. I'll shout out in Draconic. No, yes. The other dragon's coming. Quick, hide the gold.
Nice.
When we tell our children how we beat the red dragon, it's going to be, well, we made it sound like there was another teenage whippersnapper coming through to steal its stuff, and it was real pissed. And
Dumbass.
So it comes screeching down onto the street. We'll put you guys right up over here. Are you on? Can you guys see yourself there? You're actually atop the wall. There's like stairs down. You know, you could grab a shield and Legolas them down the stairs if you want to get down quickly, or you could just run down them like a normal human being, a normal person.
no, you got to go.
The dragon
shit,
scratches. Yeah, absolutely.
Murray
The dragon
in the sky,
scratches
is
down
that
the
right?
street.
Sorry,
Murray's up in the sky. Is that right?
I'm
Yes,
chasing it.
okay.
So I'm lining
Okay.
up.
Okay, so let's say Murray's sort of angling in from over here. Oh, there's two of you, Murray. Are we missing someone there?
Excellent.
Who are we missing?
Yeah. Who are we missing? Identify yourself. No, there you are.
I'm
There's Menu
there.
there. Okay, right. So the dragon has come skiddling down onto the road. The illusion of gold and the doors and the dragon is all basically happening directly below you people, and you're up on a wall that's kind of 20 feet high.
Right.
Let's go into initiative order now. So I should give Murray a turn first, I suppose, since you've been
Right. So
chasing this thing through the skies.
yeah, Maya stand 3 tail spikes. Here we go. Well, that's slightly better. A 25, a 17, and an 11.
25, a 17, and 11. The 25 hits.
17 misses.
The 17 misses.
Okay. 9 damage, and then I'm going to
9
move
damage.
right on
Ooh.
top. Move right on top, above the dragon, and then Maya
Yep,
Stan
yep.
is going to dive off Timotheus, landing between the wings of with his sword of the red dragon. So he's basically going to skewer it in the spine and then hang on for dear life.
Awesome. Okay, give me athletics check, DC 15.
Oh yes, 17 plus. Oh, athletics.
Nice.
Plus
Damn
9.
it,
Oh,
damn it.
yeah.
Nice.
26.
Maya just drops.
So
How
he looks
high
like
up
a-
were you?
Oh, pretty close because I was coming into the ground. So basically like diving off, but sword first. So
So
here
10 feet,
comes the-
15, 20 feet?